Okay, we're gonna move on to the 35s now. I want you to watch very carefully. Just watch. This is the 5 ads.
She's at the gym with a mic on and basically putting this man on blast. If you ask me, she went there looking for someone to do this to. Because unless you're filming some sort of workout video, she's not a personal trainer, as far as I'm aware. She's a fitness influencer. So, I don't really see why she's working out with a mic on, but whatever. It just looks like she went there looking for someone to do this to so she can make content.
£5. And these are the weights. Excuse me? You don't have to do that. It's okay. No, it's okay. I got it. Thank you, though. See what I mean? Alright, here we go. I need to go to the gym with girls. I need to go with some girlfriends. This is ridiculous. I gotta be careful. I gotta be fucking careful. Can't be too fucking... What part of me working out by myself looks like I'm a fucking damsel in distress? I'm not. I feel unsafe. I feel unsafe.
Yeah, no, you don't. You don't feel unsafe because you're making content and that's what you're doing. And for those of you who don't know, this is one of the first videos that came out of this ridiculous trend that seems to be gaining traction at the moment, where women are going to the gym and basically putting random men on camera who happen to glance in their direction and basically accuse them of being perverts and accuse them of harassing them, when in reality, they're the ones doing the harassing. And if I saw somebody with a camera, I wouldn't think anything of it because people do film themselves at the gym. But if I saw that I was in the direction of the camera, I would be a bit, I'd look a couple of times over to make sure that I'm not in their, in their shot. I wouldn't want to be on camera. So, there's various reasons why he could have been looking over. And what is the big deal of someone coming over to you, asking you, offering you help? People do that in the gym all the time, and it's very kind of people to do that, especially if they see you struggling. It's a huge help when someone comes over and if you don't want it, you say no, and that's what she did. So all the nasty things that she wrote as well, saying, natural selection, and that's why she doesn't want kids, and then claiming that she feels unsafe. But thankfully, this woman was put on blast. There were people who called her out, including many women and other fitness influencers. So she had to turn off her comments. And on her live, she was crying, boohooing, not really apologizing, but kind of, contemplating apologizing. But she didn't really, didn't come across very sincere.
Sweeties, it's me so uncomfortable. I want you to watch very carefully. Excuse me? You don't have to do that. It's okay. No, it's okay. I got it. Thank you, though. I feel unsafe. I feel unsafe.
Here we go again. Another chick over-exaggerating what happened to her. And let's say this guy was trying to shoot his shot. As soon as you said no, he left. Isn't that what y'all wanted? He literally walked away and left you alone. And for some reason, you still got the nerve to say you feel unsafe. A guy leaving you alone makes you feel unsafe. Make it make sense.
I hate when they're sweeties.
So a lot of people put her on blast, and rightly so, because the whole scene was ridiculous. Either she's suffering from severe paranoia or she's just really full of herself, thinking that everyone who happens to be in her proximity must be interested in her. And then obviously she's gone to the gym dressed minimally, but she doesn't want attention. She's gone there with a mic, with a camera, but she doesn't want attention. She just wants to work out and be left alone.
May I help you? Like, do we got a problem? You looking at?
Again, it's all creating content. These women are going to the gym looking for someone they could use for content. Because I don't know what this was about. The guy walked by.
So if you're like me, you watch this video wondering, is there more? Did he say something to you? Did he do something inappropriate? Because walking past somebody to go to the station you're working out at and briefly glancing at them for less than a second does not make somebody a creep. Then you chop the video up to seconds, minutes later, whatever it is, he finishes up, walks by, his buddy follows, and he doesn't fully look at you until you turn to him to be confrontational, which you caused. I'm sorry, but this man did nothing wrong. For you to put yourself on this pedestal of being a victim, all at his expense, just so you can get some likes, some attention on social media. And to think, there are women out there, they get harassed in gyms, there are creeps. How do you think those women would feel watching this video? You know, I went to your page and I thought there has to be more to this story. I went to the video and surprise, surprise, the comments were turned off. I wonder why. Maybe because everybody else was saying the exact same thing, but you didn't care. You actually pinned this video to the top of your page just for views and likes.
That's all it's about. It's not feminism. It's not calling out the perverts. It's just another way of getting attention, even the negative attention. Some of them even know they're going to get backlash. I'm convinced they know they're going to get backlash, but it's just a way of trending on TikTok. That's it. And unfortunately, these guys, these men are the ones suffering. Believe it or not, they're the ones who are suffering because their faces all over the internet and they're accused of being perverts. And we know the consequences of that. Although obviously it's on camera, we can see exactly what has happened. But still, even just the accusation and your face being associated with that, being a creep at the gym. Now, yeah, he's right. It does happen where there are creeps at the gym. I've had to report a video to a, I think it was Planet Fitness. I had to report the video that was on YouTube. A guy going around filming women and rating their gluteus maximuses. Basically zooming in on them working out, looking at their butts and rating them. That was on YouTube. I had to report the video and I called the gym because I wanted the guy friggin' banned from the gym, to be honest, because you can't go around filming women, filming anybody and putting it all over the internet and objectifying women like that. So it does happen. But those guys in these videos so far, no, I've not seen anything that is any evidence of them being creeps. And, you know, sometimes a guy might look at an attractive woman at the gym and vice versa. That does happen, but it doesn't necessarily make them, you know, they look at you and walk away. You know, that does happen. If they harass you, that's another story. But I've seen videos of women wearing these TikTok leggings where it's very tight and it's basically like as thin as the person's skin. And they may as well be, you know, wearing sheer pants or whatever. And if you dress like that, you're going to get some people glancing over, even women. Even straight women will glance at you twice because they'll be like, oh, what's she wearing? Oh, wow, that's a bit much. It happens. Not everyone who glances in your direction is someone who's looking to harm you. And you go on TikTok and you imply that they're harmful, that you don't feel safe. That's not fair because they haven't done anything to warrant that. If anything, they should feel unsafe because you're the one filming them, invading their privacy and putting them all over the internet.
You know, this man is a part of your community. His face is in this video. He has a reputation. He has a family. Do you know what this can do to somebody to label them as a creep? You need to do better. Mind your own business.
I couldn't have said it any better. Perfect.
Never went back to PF after this. He wasn't even trying to hide it. Never went back to PF.
What the heck was that? Let me rewind that.
Never went back to PF after this. He wasn't even trying to hide it. Never went back to PF.
Again, the guy is literally facing her direction because that's the position of the machine that he's on. I can only conclude that this is all for content. Now, even if it doesn't even look like anything nefarious, it's just someone nearby working out. If you can spin it to get content, then that's what people are doing now.
Never went back to PF after this. He wasn't even trying to hide it.
Trying to hide what? Working out nearby. Facing your direction because that's the position of the weight. What the heck was that? Never went back. What, you were so traumatized that somebody was working out near you? Ugh, I didn't realize glancing in someone's direction was so offensive. These women are too sensitive to go to the gym. They need to basically get some equipment and just work out at home because their skin is not thick enough to be around people, clearly. If glancing in your direction is so offensive, and so to the point where you don't want to go back to the gym, just get some at-home equipment, workout equipment, and stop putting people on camera, please. Okay, I'm muting this because there's music in it, and I just don't know if it's going to get me any copyright issues. So, okay. She's putting the cleaner on camera now. So not just men they put on camera, they put cleaners on camera too, male and female. Anyone they can make some content on, they put on camera. And this is the issue. This is what's happened now with social media. Everybody's looking for content to make, and they don't care who they lie on, who they demean. They just want to get the clicks on TikTok or wherever. And TikTok has a lot to answer for this. This woman is there doing her job, minding her own business. And yes, she is quite close. And you do have to be mindful of that when you're at the gym, whether you're a cleaner, whether you're just walking by, whether you're going to use some equipment. You have to be careful not to get too close to people who are obviously dealing with equipment that can be very dangerous. So, there's a way of addressing that politely without frigging having to blast the person on social media. Her employer could see this. And it's, that's not going to help her. That's not going to empower her. You're basically trying to embarrass this woman.
Share my opinion on this. I want to show you a similar video of almost the exact same situation and how someone else responds. Have a look.
That guy is getting pretty close. That guy is getting pretty close. But let's see.
So in the first video, she gets too close to you. She's cleaning, doing her job, not paying attention. But you decide, hey, I caught that on film. Let me post it on social media to make fun of her, all for likes and attention. And then you go and support a comment like this saying that you should drop the weight on her. Second video, almost the exact same situation. He's cleaning, he gets too close to Charlie while he's in set, but Charlie takes a different approach. He stands up, he thanks the man, he treats him with kindness and respect like a human being, and explains to him why what he was doing could be dangerous and distracting. On social media today and in gyms, we see so much disrespect for custodians, for janitors, for the people that clean the gym that we should be so grateful for. And it's really sad to see, especially when you post a video like this just to get some likes and attention at their expense. And you know what? They're human beings too. We all make mistakes. We all deserve kindness and respect. You need to do better. Be more like Charlie.
Very well said. And again, it's just the arrogance of these people. Is it because they've got so many followers on TikTok, it's gone to their head and they think they're somebody? Just looking down on someone doing their job and to be so mean First, we had that woman talking about natural selection and this is why I don't want kids and all this feral or whatever. And then now we're talking about dropping a weight on somebody. For what? It's just ridiculous how angry and mean people are over nothing. And you could have politely said something to her or just, finish your set and waited for her to finish in that area. That would have taken like less than 2 minutes. Or just, not put it on social media. How about that?
Encountered a gym creeper today. Obviously, this guy's not dressed for a good workout, and he just kept wandering from machine to machine, staring at girls while they were working out. And I literally stood next to him for so long, and he didn't even notice me. This is so annoying. We come to work out not to be leered at. And yes, I did report him to the front desk and show them the video. What a creep.
I don't really have much context in that video. He's just sitting there. So because he's wearing jeans, you've decided that he's a pervert, basically. He's an elderly man. He's probably like just relaxing for a bit. And people do wear inappropriate attire for the gym because they don't know any better. They just, I've seen people do all sorts of things in jeans. When you go hiking, I always kind of chuckle at people in like 100 degrees weather wearing jeans. Unless they actually did something that is evidence of them being a pervert, then you've got no business labeling them that, because all he's doing is just sitting there. And he moved from machine to machine like everyone else in the gym does. But let's see what this guy's saying, because this guy's on point.
So let me get this straight. You followed him around the entire time, watching him, recording him. He didn't look at you, and you didn't catch him on film actually being a gym creep and staring at another woman.
Right.
And he's the gym creep? And don't say that he was staring at that woman doing kickbacks, because you can barely see her from your angle, which means where he's sitting with all that stuff in the way, there's no way that he's looking at her. Could you imagine if this was the other way around and he did this to you, what the response would be? And it's not illegal to wear street clothes to the gym. But why is he there and not working out in street clothes? There could be a lot of reasons. Maybe he's waiting for somebody that's working out or somebody that's working to get off. He's their ride home. But actually, maybe he's just lonely. I've been training at gyms for 20 plus years. I have seen so many elderly folk, men and women, that come to the gym just so they can feel social, so they can be around people because they're lonely. You don't know this man's story. I also think it's funny that you say you don't like to start drama and put it on social media, but you do this to this man, posting this video, making him out to be a gym creep just so you can have likes and attention and start drama. If you think there's a problem, talk to the front desk, report them, have them take care of it, but you don't need to post this video. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
Yeah, very, very well said again. And this is an elderly man. He's sitting down. What is so offensive about that? And if you're uncomfortable, because yeah, sometimes when somebody is just doing something that's different from everyone else, like, if at the gym, people are walking around going from machine to machine, stretching or whatever. So he may have stood out because he was wearing jeans and he was sitting down. Okay. If you feel uncomfortable, then, walk away. Why are you putting him on camera? And even if you want to talk to the staff and just point it out to them, there's this guy there, he's kind of out of place. He's just wearing jeans. He's just sitting there. Okay, mention it to the staff, but if that's what you choose to do, but then to go and put it on TikTok, you lose your credibility, because to me, it seems more about content than being really concerned, about this person. And to call him a creep and a perv without any evidence. What did you see him doing that was so perverted and creepy? And what if this was a woman, an older lady sitting there? You wouldn't even think anything of it. It's because he's male. Very, very concerning on the trend that's going on with this whole. And if anything, like he said quite rightly, you're the one harassing. You're putting him on camera. I would be so upset if someone put me on camera like that. And then if I found my face on TikTok while I'm minding my own business, I just went to the gym, and then before I know it, I'm all over TikTok. I'd be so upset. It's a violation. It really is. If you're going to use your camera, use it to film yourself exercising, and for you only. Film yourself, not other people. And if something is so offensive to you or so threatening to you, then call the police. If it's that threatening, get the member of staff, alert them and say there's someone over there who is harming people or whatever, and the police needs to be called. Otherwise, you're just full of it. I really hope this trend comes to an end, because more and more people are speaking out about it. Fitness influencers, male and female, are speaking out about it. Because it's just unacceptable to be putting people on camera and then putting them all over TikTok. You know, especially when you've got millions of followers, literally, you've got millions of followers, and you're putting someone's face on TikTok, calling them all sorts of nasty names, pervert, creep, without any evidence, without any proof, without them having done anything. It's all on camera. So we can see what they did wrong. We can see the reason why you decided to put them on blast. And these videos are not showing anything that warrants you doing that to them. And you're the one who is harassing people when you're putting them on camera. These women, so-called feminists, whatever you want to call them, or just attention seekers. Clearly they're attention seekers. They're looking for content, and you know, controversial content is what's gonna go viral. Especially when you use the word creep or whatever, you know, those sort of things go viral, and they know that, and that's what it's all about. And this is the culture that's been created now, and there's a double standard, because there's no way, if a man was doing that, was filming these women and labeling them, you know, whatever nasty names, they would be deplatformed practically. They would be deplatformed. These women are the ones harassing people, and their main target are men and people who they look down on, clearly, like the cleaner example. I've seen videos as well of women, again, wearing those TikTok leggings that do draw attention to certain areas. You can't then, because someone glanced over at the way you're dressed for attention, for the most part, and then put them all over TikTok for your content. That's not right. Well, let me know what you think. Thanks for listening.